Hello everyone, it's Mark Schinnerer, the owner of MS Classic Cars, and I'm coming right back at you with another spectacular vehicle. Today I'm sitting behind the wheel of the Kingpin. That's right, a 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS LS6. Not only is this an LS6, but it's backed by its original matching numbers 454 V8 engine and 4-speed manual transmission. It's been double certified by experts Jerry MacNeish and Rick Nelson. You've got to check this out. To start off this video here, this is a non-rehearsed deal, so please visit our website at msclassiccars.com for a complete description with a ton of highly detailed photos. If you have or have not been following MS Classic Cars, please note I only collect number 1 and number 2 condition vehicles. We've been doing that since inception. I'm very proud to say we are the only classic car dealership in the country that services everything that we sell, and we document that work with an invoice. As an example, in these new binders that I create for every vehicle, it is clear as day. First thing you see is the service invoice. It shows everything that we've done. We invested a total of $6,387.86 in this vehicle, making sure that the new owner has no surprises. Once these vehicles are done in our service department, we bring them into our detail room. We spend countless hours detailing them from top to bottom to make them look as beautiful as what you see here today. Once they're finished, we do these amazing presentations. Again, check out the photos. Watch this entire video. I apologize if it's boring at times, but the point of this video is to educate somebody who might be interested in purchasing the vehicle. So please do your homework on MS Classic Cars. Now, before I get into the actual description of this particular vehicle, I just want to make note that MS Classic Cars has a lot of experience with factory correct cars. Over the years, I've developed a lot of great relationships with a lot of the experts in the industry for different makes and models. It's very sad but true that a lot of these cars are faked. Cars are rebodied, VIN numbers are swapped around, trim tags are made reproduction, protector plates are made reproduction, they even make fake build sheets, they restamp blocks, etc., etc. You have to be very careful when you're looking at factory correct cars today to make sure that you're getting something that is truly authentic. I take great pride in either purchasing vehicles that have already been certified by experts or have the experts certify them after I purchase them. This is a perfect example. So please understand the way that we do business here at MS Classic Cars. Again, do your homework on us. When I get into this description, this is strictly right off of our website. I've actually written this whole paragraph here, and it kind of touches base on a bunch of different little things. But what I'd like to first start off by saying is this captivating 1970s Chevelle SS is the ultimate LS6 with its documentation, color combination, bucket seats, center console, original matching numbers, 454, 450 horsepower engine, and its original matching numbers, 4-speed manual transmission. It's been double certified as authentic by Chevelle experts Jerry MacNeish of Camaro High Performance and Rick Nelson of Musclecar Restoration and Design. Again, very important. This 1970 Chevelle SS 454 LS6 model was the highest powered Chevelle manufactured in the model's lifetime and was only a production GM car to have higher horsepower rating than the Corvette. As the NCRS Shipping Data Report and the partial build sheet and trim tag indicate, this car was built in Baltimore, Maryland, with a GM official production date of July 7th, 1970. So, in this binder that we have here, that information is right here. This is the original NCRS Shipping Data Report. You see the gold seal right here. And this is the partial build sheet. Again, you can see these within our photo gallery. Having this information is worth its weight in gold. And then we get into the reports and so forth. As an example, this is the report that was done by Rick Nelson that clearly goes over all the details about the car and everything else. Just want to make sure that I pointed that out. This was a customer ordered vehicle in Cranberry Red with black stripes exterior, black bucket seats interior with the following options. I want to touch base on the color of the car first. It's one thing, you know, to have a Chevelle, to have a Super Sport. It's another thing to have an LS6. They only made 4,000 and change of these cars. They are extremely, extremely rare. Again, to find a real car is really, it's special. These are typically vehicles that are on people's bucket lists. Some people would say top 10 collectible muscle car of all time. It's been a long time since MS Classic Cars has had an LS6. We've only had one other example in our past that just shows you how special this vehicle actually is. But when we start talking about the color, this is the poster child color of the LS6. This cranberry red with these black stripes. It does not have a vinyl top. It's just a really great look. And then to complement the exterior with this beautiful black interior. And again, it has bucket seats. Again, just the ultimate combination when you're talking about color. So let's go through some of these options. It has tinted glass from the factory. Again, the bucket seats, the deluxe seat belts with the front seat shoulder harnessed, the front compartment console. That's another big thing here in between these bucket seats. It does have a full console. Again, it's got the sport stripes, the special performance front and rear suspension, positraction rear axle, power brakes, front disc brakes. Again, the 450 horsepower turbojet 454 engine, the heavy-duty 4-speed close ratio transmission. It does have the F70 14 white letter tires, heavy-duty battery, special instrumentation, electric clock, push-button control AM/FM radio, and windshield antenna. That's what this particular car was ordered with, and that's what it had from the factory. Again, the NCRS Shipping Data Report and the partial build sheet are included. It was sold new by Ken Dixon Chevrolet, located in Waldorf, Maryland. At some point, the car made its way to Kentucky. Now, what I did is I actually contacted a few of its prior owners and dug a little bit deeper into the story of this car, including the gentleman that did the restoration, which I'll get into in a minute. And the story goes that this particular car was actually used as a bootlegger car, which was hauling moonshine and whiskey, which actually continued into the 1970s in parts of the South. So if you go online, you actually look up bootlegger cars. They wanted vehicles that were fast, hence buying a Chevelle, especially an LS6. And if you do some research on bootlegging, it was really a big deal through the mid-1970s down south, so everything kind of lined up. But that's the story I was told about this particular car. The car was kept in a garage for many years, and only a few people knew about it, including a gentleman by the name of Tom Young from Indiana. Tom was a classic car collector who purchased the car in the early 2000s. Photos of the car in the garage at the time of purchase are included. We have these in our photo gallery. You've got to check them out. It's literally showing you pictures of what this car looked like prior to its restoration in its current condition. And again, early 2000s. We're talking over 20 years ago. Tom collaborated with long-term friend and automotive restorer Lester Schinnerer of Decatur, Indiana, to perform a complete frame-off restoration. I've spoken to Lester. I've spoke to his wife, Pat. Super nice people. Lester does a lot with Corvettes. He does an amazing job. He's kind of a one-man band, remembers his car really well. Again, he's the one that helped me uncover a lot of this information. And we have pictures of the car that Lester had taken during the restoration process. The restoration was completed in 2008 and was proudly displayed in Tom's classic car collection. Unfortunately, Tom passed in 2020, and his wife sold the car in 2022. This car was one of Tom's prized possessions, and it really has never been exposed to now. Some people refer to it as the Holy Grail. So I want you to think about this for a minute. When you are searching for classic cars and you're looking up VIN numbers or you're looking up a car's history, a lot of times you'll see cars make their way around, different states and different areas, different auctions, online auctions, in live auctions, whatever. At MS Classic Cars, I really try to find vehicles that don't have a lot of that history that can be documented regarding the sales. I like to kind of bring things to the forefront, kind of put them in their limelight for the first time, and that's exactly what's going on with this vehicle here today. So once again, this vehicle was kind of discovered in that garage like over 20 years ago, and once Tom had the car restored, it was never exposed. Matter of fact, when he sold it, it only had a few miles on the odometer after the restoration. So this is truly kind of a first-time offering here with this vehicle, and someone is going to get a true investment-grade LS6. It is absolutely spectacular. So once again, it was refinished in its original cranberry red with black stripes. The paintwork is absolutely beautiful. It was outfitted with all new PPG tinted glass, which was stamped with 1970 dates. The car sits on AO coated 14x7 wheels that are wrapped with Goodyear Polyglass F70 14 tires. The outside of this car is absolutely stunning. You clearly see all the photos. You see this video here. It just doesn't get any sexier than this car. When you talk about the interior, it was refinished again in its original color of black, which looks awesome. The special instrumentation gauges, center console, bucket seats check all the boxes. The trunk compartment houses the original style trunk mat and matching spare. The car is powered again by its original matching numbers LS6 454 V8 that was factory rated with 450 horsepower and 500 pounds of torque. The engine was completely rebuilt and runs excellent. It's equipped with many correct and date-coded parts such as the carburetor, voltage regulator, starter, plug wires, water pump, radiator, it just goes on and on. The engine breathes through a factory manifolds and a correct replacement dual exhaust system with chrome tips. The engine is coupled to the original matching numbers Muncie M22 4-speed manual transmission. The power is transferred to the 12-bolt rear end with 331 gears. The undercarriage was restored to new condition and is mirror quality. This is definitely a vehicle that you can display with mirrors at a car show. It's that nice. Again, you'll see it all within our photo gallery. So, finding a 1970 Chevelle SS LS6 in this color combination with these options and the original drivetrain is not an easy task. It's taken me 25 years to find this car. It is that special. This car was recently serviced, again, and completely detailed and ready for the new owner to enjoy. So that kind of sums up the video here. Again, please visit our website at msclassiccars.com for a complete description. You can check out everything there, check out all the photos, etc. If you have not signed up for our VIP email blast, please do so. We have thousands of people that have signed up. It's the best way to follow us. We are also on all the social media networks, so please make sure to follow those as well. Again, I appreciate you watching. I am going to go ahead and start this vehicle and let you listen how beautiful it runs. Here we go. There it is. Start up and she's purring like a kitten. We really appreciate watching this video. Rock and roll.